Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be working on the expansion table once more, but this time we're going to be working on that walking path right there in between the buildings. So let's get started. Alright, so this is what the area currently looks like. We just worked on this road the other day here, and I think this is looking really good, but now I want to raise up the buildings here, and I want to add in the walking path here because I don't want to have a road here. I want to make it look a little bit more cozy and have everything closer together. So, and I think having a 16 stud walking path is too much. So I want to go ahead and make it 8 studs wide here. I already have the base plates in. We just need to get all the mills plating done, and then we can put these buildings on mills plates and foundations, and then everything will be good to go. All right, so this is pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just mills plating these two 8x32 base plates here. And so I'm just going to go in and just put 4x6 plate on the top because that's what I have the most of. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and connect these two together just so it's one big piece here. And I think that'll just make it easier, just so I can use the 4x6s all the way across. And so I'm going to mills plate this, and then we can figure out how we're going to detail it on the top because I haven't actually decided that yet. I'm thinking quarter round tiles and a couple other pieces to throw in there just to make it look a little different, but I haven't gotten there yet, so we're just going to take it one step at a time. All right, so here is the mills plate done. It is 8 studs by 64 here, and it's pretty sturdy. And for those of you that have never seen a mills plate before, all it is just a base plate, a brick, and then a plate on top, and you kind of just interlock everything. So like what I did here, if you're going across multiple base plates, what you do is you just add a bigger brick to help lock everything in together, and then that's pretty much it. And so this will slide right into the spot we made for it, and there you go. As you guys can see, that is at the proper height for my roads here, so that works out perfectly. And that's pretty much it for mills plating. And then also the other type of thing that I use to get buildings up to this level here is my custom foundations, which I'll show you guys right now. All right, so these are my custom foundations. I've done a number of videos on these before, and so you guys can check them out on the channel if you like. But these custom foundations here, their single purpose is to just get a base plate up to the proper height. They're not supposed to look good. They're not supposed to, be pretty, but they are sturdy enough to get the job done. And especially if you put this beam down the middle here, the base plate won't sag. So that is not a point of concern. These are 4 layers thick. There's a layer of studs on the bottom. Then there's 2 layers of interlocking plate and then a layer of tiles on top. And so that works out perfectly for the math on a mills plate. And so those line up perfectly, which I will show you guys right now. And so now the reason someone would use a foundation instead of a mills plate or vice versa is if you're in my situation and you have a lot of random shaped plates that you have left over in your collection that you probably wouldn't use otherwise, this is a great way to use it and to get your buildings up to the height that you want them to be. And so what I do is, again, like you guys can see, there's a bunch of wedge plates and different colors and shapes of plates in here. I just go ahead and I put them all together, and this works great. And I don't have a lot of bricks to make mills plates, so whenever I do, that's usually few and far between. But the foundations are a great way to mills plate the city and to get everything to the proper height without having to spend any money on extra pieces. And so now actually what I want to do is I have these sidewalk extensions from when the police station, boutique hotel, and my custom buildings were over there. And I moved them over here, and I took these with me because I figured it was just easier to just put these down. Because at the time when I first moved them, I thought I was going to have a road here. But now that we're not doing that, we're just having the walking path, I think I'm just going to rip the tiles off of this and put them on the base plates here, and then we can take it from there. But I think this will look pretty good, so let me get started on that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so something happened that I wasn't exactly planning for, and that is actually this light gray line right here. Because like I had just said in the previous clip, I was going to take the sidewalk extensions and then just put all the tiles on the base plates here. And I did that for the police station, and I realized that I would have 2 light gray lines right next to each other. There'd be one here, and then one on this row of studs all the way down. And I don't think I like that, to be honest with you. I don't think I would want to have that. So what I might do is just take the 1x6 tiles out and then leave this row of 2x2 tiles here. And then I can make a kind of cobblestone path in the middle. I think that would look pretty good, but also I do need to get this side of the table here raised up, as well as the Holiday Main Street set. I still needed to do that, but I think this is probably the better way to go to remove those, just so the light gray is here where the street is, and then the dark gray is all back here. All right, so I went ahead and I put the tiles over, from here over and whatever. I got rid of them, and so they are gone now, as you guys can see. And I also went ahead and I put the 4x4 plates in just to kind of get a better idea of what this side is going to look like. Obviously, this still needs work. It needs a lot of work, actually, but I'm quite happy with where it's at right now. I think this is a good spot for it. And then also, we don't need this corner tile anymore either. So let me go ahead. I am criminally short on 2x2 tiles, but I do need to go ahead and actually change the sidewalk on this, because I change all of the sidewalks on the buildings because I don't like the 1x2 tiles on the edge here. I don't think that looks right. So what I do is I swap them and I move them down one stud, so then it is just 2x2 tiles. And then if I need the 1x2s, I use them right in front of the building here, like you can see right here. But overall, I think this is looking pretty good. So let me raise up the boutique hotel here, and then we can go ahead and start tiling this middle section here. All right, so all of these buildings are now on foundations. This whole area is, as well as the Holiday Main Street. And I actually got the foundations from the section over here where the boutique hotel and the police station used to be. I figured since I'm not going to be working over here for a while, I might as well just take those and use them here. The reason I'm not going to be working over here for at least the near future is because my tentative plan is to put the botanical garden there, and I'm going to wait until double points, I think, to pick that up. So that's my reasoning for that. And then, so pretty much that whole area there is just going to stay how it is for now, which doesn't bother me a whole lot. I think it looks fine as it is. I have the green base plates there, so it's not just exposed table. But over here is looking a lot better. I'm happy with this. And so now I need to go in and find whatever 2x2 tiles I can to fix up this whole area here. And then we can get started on making the path in the middle, and we can take it from there. All right, so this is what we're working with so far. I figured I'd go ahead and just get a little sample going for you guys. And I think this looks pretty good. I would love to have ingot tiles and be able to, these are the ingot tiles, but I only have them in tan. I don't have them in any type of gray. So unfortunately, I can't add those in, but I think those would look really good here. But I think this looks good. This definitely looks better than just the 2x2 tiles going all the way across, but it is a lot of dark gray. But I'm hoping once I get the other details in, like the figures going by, it'll look a lot better. So that's my plan. So let me finish this up and I'll show you guys how that looks. And then we can take it from there and add the details in, because I keep knocking over all of the figures and stuff over here, but it's a very tight area, and I figured it'd be easier to just build it right here in the city instead of ripping it out, because these tiles actually interlock with the different base plates here. So figured that would just be easier to do it that way. But overall, I think this looks pretty good and I'm happy with it. And so let me continue on and I'll show you guys how it looks once it's all done. All right, so I went ahead and I finished up this entire strip here, and I also took the Tudor corner out and I redid the tiling, so now it lines up with all of the other ones. I didn't want to have the 1x2s in there, so I took them out and I shifted all of the tiles over one and over one on this corner as well. And that's pretty much it. I think it looks really good. Let me give you guys a different angle here. And I'm extremely happy with this. I think it looks great. And if you guys agree, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as well as click the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. But if you guys have any feedback for me on this build and this walking path here, make sure to drop a comment down below to let me know what you think. But once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.